Exclusive video of an emotional Meng Wanzhou late this afternoon at YVR saying her goodbyes before boarding a plane back to China. And it was at the airport nearly 3 years ago where the Huawei executive was detained at the request of the U.S., sparking a legal saga that fractured relations with China.
Good evening. We start with significant breaking news tonight. The two Michaels have now been released from Chinese custody and are on their way back to Canada right now.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau making that announcement just moments ago. It comes after a surprise deal with U.S. prosecutors from Meng Wanzhou.
CTV's David Molko takes us through Meng's final day in Vancouver.
Morning, everyone. Morning.
You look happy?
Smiling in the sunshine, Huawei's Meng Wanzhou made a beeline not for court, but to her lawyer's office.
There are admissions of wrongdoing, but that is not the same as a guilty plea.
Where in a video link deal with federal prosecutors in New York, she admitted she made statements about Huawei's arm in Iran, known as Skycom, that were untrue. It's an agreement that meant no jail time and no fine. But one more quick stop at BC Supreme Court.
I also appreciate the Crown for their professionalism and the Canadian government for upholding the rule of law.
And with the U.S. fraud charges deferred and the extradition request dropped, 3 years of the slow grind of justice in Vancouver came to a screeching halt.
I believe every cloud has a silver lining. It really was an invaluable experience in my life.
This development is all about the Biden administration wanting to improve U.S.-China relations, wanting to take this irritant out of the picture.
Meng free to go. Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor detained in China for over 1,000 days, Canadian officials say, in retaliation, still behind bars.
This is a really important step to getting them back, and so I'm encouraged by that.
It's a good ending to a case that's taken too long to resolve.
An ending for Meng, perhaps, as she made her way onto a China-bound charter in this video exclusive to CTV News, headed half a world away, where the future of two Canadians still hangs in the balance.
As the saying goes, the greater the difficulty, the greater the growth.
And David, we know much more about the fate of those two Canadians tonight. We have heard just a few minutes ago from the Prime Minister, the two Michaels are coming home now. What more can you tell us about that?
You know, he said they boarded a plane, both of them, Michael Spavor and Michael Kovrig, in China about 4:30 in the afternoon, our time. About 20 minutes ago, that plane left Chinese airspace. They're on their way home in 12 hours or so, give or take. Here's what the PM said.
These two men have gone through an unbelievably difficult ordeal. For the past 1,000 days, they have shown strength, perseverance, resilience, and grace, and we are all inspired by that.
Those two, the two Michaels, the real heroes in all of this, now on their way home to Canada. I said earlier I was stunned by how fast everything happened today, like a case of whiplash. You didn't know where to look. Now I am stunned in a good way, again, with the two Michaels coming home not soon enough. Scott.
Incredible news for them. Thank you, David.